When you think you've given all you could, they want some more. Constantly combating conversations with connoisseurs. Cognac on deck, I'm on the night shift like the Commodore. 64 system outdated, so give this tone applause. Them man are dinosaurs, they ain't dictating my future. I love the game, but everybody be rapping like future. Medusa mind state, I turn you to stone when I shoot a verse that will make you disperse. The student turned into the truth a long time ago. They don't wanna respect it, don't want to acknowledge the power shift. Ego, they protect it, but I will flow like electric. I'm gonna set this off, no apology. I move metric, them man still moving imperial. My tech, cause I'm moving hectic.
Say that. All I do is
All
get
right,
work.
ladies and gentlemen, we are what's up, Julio? We are back with game 2 of Gerg 5 versus Riches Provoked. Riches Provoked coming in with a 1-game lead so far. What do we think, guys?
Well, I think this series, because these were two of the teams that lost in the first week. They got 0-2'd. 2 of the 3 of them, I believe.
Rip.
And no offense to the Spanish Torpedoes, I can say this because one of the casters this year, but realistically, these are the 2 teams of those teams that lost that are fighting to make their way into the middle of the pack. And so this series is going to be huge for both of them.
I'm going to
If
kill
they
you,
can
Eric.
get a point, get on the board. At this point, Rip has done it. Rip really wants to get that second win, get 3 points, maybe get in the swing of things, get rolling for the rest of the split. And it's not to say that, losing this match spells doom. Obviously, we're 2 weeks into a 9-week season, so there's plenty of time still. But both the teams are going to really be wanting to gain some momentum, and I think that was a huge game for it to gain some momentum. Their draft looked good. They played their comp well. There were a couple little minor mistakes in timing, but in general they played it well. Good TPs from Dosbite. Good ultis from Jirachi except for one, but it wound up being okay. And Bukaki Poro, mid lane on that Malzahar was just a monster. And I believe he actually was named MVP from the first game. Yep. So congrats to Bukaki Poro, MVP on his Malzahar first game. And it was really a good pick from the play around. So we will see how this draft goes. I actually did not watch it. I didn't have a link for it.
Yeah, they went ahead and did the draft without us, unfortunately. But
That's
I
fine.
do have the results of it, so we'll go ahead and bring those up on screen now.
We can watch
Yes,
them as it's
please.
going by. That works too.
So we'll just give a quick look at those, and we are now in game here. So let's go ahead and get right into picking bands.
What a shocker! Ezreal, wait, Ezreal was third. Ezreal was third pick.
Wait, can you go back to the draft screen?
Yeah, just go back to that.
There it is.
Yeah, we'll talk about it from the draft screen since 3 minutes and it's going to happen no matter what.
Wait. Okay. So, Steven was telling me about this. So, he was talking about. Wait, it's an Ezreal jungle. It's an Ezreal jungle. Hold up. Okay, so this is a really exciting draft for a few reasons. One is Ezreal jungle coming out of Menbone because the Kayn got stolen. Gerg 5. No, wait. But the Ezreal was picked before the Kayn, right? So
Oh
he
my
didn't
God.
pick the Kayn. This is such a confusing draft.
What?
They had to start again. That's fine. We'll keep talking about this draft for now. But I was talking to Steven before the match because if you didn't see, was trying to bait somebody into picking Zoe. I really wanted to cast a Zoe game just because that champion is nutty as hell. And I was talking to Steven about it, and I forgot he was switching to AD carry. And he told me, I'm just waiting for the ban of AD carries, and then I'll just pick Diana and play Diana bot lane. So he's pulling the old Lugo and playing his top assassin in the bot lane, which we'll see how that goes.
Wait, what? This is such a Okay, so what?
And we have an Ezreal jungle coming out of Menbong. The Anivia got taken away. Like, this game is so nutty. The one thing I like is that they still have the Maokai inside of Riches Provoked. I think Dazbite was huge on that Maokai. Played really well, played around his team very well, and proved to be just much more useful than the York, like we talked about. And it's going to be the same lane phase, and clearly, like, York really wasn't that big of an issue. The only question I have is if Ezreal Maokai can win a 2v2 against Jarvan York. It's going to be tough, but I don't see why it can't. It's just there's a little bit more outplay that needs to happen.
The real question is we got to discover is the lack of an AD carry on G5, was that a mistake in draft or?
No, the idea here is that the Diana and the Echo are going to dive the backline and kill their ADCs before they can even do anything in the team fights. That's the idea here, I believe.
The idea is simpler. The idea is Cvan wanted to play Diana because it's always banned against the mid lane. That's the idea. So
Jaundice actually coming in, guest appearing on the Twitch chat right now from Champ Select. No mistake on draft. They are going all in on the no AD carry comp here on G5.
And just because I know we have a lot of new people to the league, I just want to make a PSA. We don't like players being in the Twitch chat during a match. In the Twitch chat, you can see things like summoners. You can see things like,
anything.
That's really all you can see in Champ Select. but you can see summoners, and like if a pause were to happen, you can see where it's.
Yeah, he's not in this game.
You can see where people are. Wait, he's out?
Yeah, didn't you guys read the chat?
Oh,
Zerock is back.
Oh.
Okay, so we'll have to make an edit.
So never mind. So never mind. But
Zerock 33 is now back on jungle.
Okay.
Good to know.
Yes.
Zerock 33.
Wait a second. Now I'm really confused.
About what?
Support.
Panda
Who's
support.
the support for Gurg 5? Who's the support?
I don't know. The screen went away.
Is it a Kane support? I'm so confused.
Yeah, we're
it's a Kane mid and Livia support, dude.
Oh, Janna's support. That's right. They had a. Okay, they were trying to lock in Janna, accidentally locked in Kane. It was a Kane ban. Okay, this makes more sense now. Everything's making sense now. Whew. My brain hurts.
Yeah, we got some interesting comps coming out on the side of G5 for sure. We have a more traditional. I mean, actually, on both teams, we got the Ezreal jungle, which I am super excited about. I know Labyrinth right now in Twitch chat is probably freaking out about this Ezreal jungle. I'm excited.
I know. I haven't seen much Ezreal jungle since Ezreal became an AD carry again.
I mean, it's still strong.
Yeah, it still does what Ezreal jungle did at the end of season 7. It's not like all of a sudden Ezreal jungle is bad. I can't believe I just said that sentence. Labyrinth is not on this patch.
What I want to know is whether Ezreal is going to invade Jarvan's, I'm assuming red side after he gets blue, or if he's going to go blue-red and then try and counter a potential bot lane game from Jarvan. Get the Diana rolled in early. Get her past her to level 6.
Yeah, and that's the thing about the Diana in this duo lane is the last time we saw an assassin taken in the marksman role, this is Lugo who took the Echo down there. But there were two different factors that play that. Factor 1, he was laning against a much lower tier AD carry, so it was easy to pressure. And number 2, he was playing Echo, a champion that doesn't have to wait till level 6 to really make the plays he wants to make. Diana really needs that level 6 because that's your mobility. That's how you really get that kill potential. And Diana mid gets it pretty quick. Diana bot's gonna have that so late, especially with the Janna. Like, what are you gonna do? Send the Janna to roam mid and gank mid? Like, that's not that effective. As if like Panda were playing like his Leona or something. I'm not sure why he didn't go Leona, honestly, in this lane. Like, I think a Leona in this lane would be disgusting. Leona Diana and you just try and kill the Lucian. But it's certainly.
But what do you do pre-6? You know, with a Diana Leona, what do you do pre-6? You just get poked way.
You kill him.
Out.
Leona ults in the Lucian and you kill him, and Diana
but
just.
Diana won't be able to follow up. She has no gap closer unless her flash is up.
I mean, but you just need the level 1 cheese.
The level 1 cheese.
and then
What
you're there.
What you're saying is that the Leona would be the ADC in the lane, and Diana would have the bush control. Is
Kinda,
that what you're saying?
kinda. I think. No,
All right.
but
Well,
I think
Leona
I
isn't
think,
even in this game, so we shouldn't even talk about that.
but and I mean, I guess they can make it work, but I just feel like Leona would have been a much better option. As weird as it is to say, I would.
Dude,
honestly
that Leona,
think I
their
would say
team would
Leona.
just smash the backside. Holy shit.
I would
Holy
honestly
moly,
never
I mean.
thought I would say that Leona is a better pick than Jaina, but in this situation, when you're going a marksman that really has to snowball and has to get ahead early,
Wait, Leona's OP in this patch, though, with the
Yeah.
I know.
aftershock?
But Jaina's still OP too. Like,
Diana is wanting a dive buddy for sure in this bottom lane.
Yeah.
And she'll have
For-
that
yes.
with Jarvan when he comes. So we
And with
we can
Echo.
expect to see Zarok just babysitting that bot lane. Echo coming down with It's a Bison just to come down and do tower dives with them. You never know.
the trouble is, the one thing with Echo, Echo into control mages is tricky. If they have good wave clear, which granted Anivia doesn't really early, it's just so hard on Echo to find time to leave lane without giving up so much. Like that's why Echo into like Ziggs is tricky. You have to be able to either like all in constantly, or outshove, and it's really hard to outshove. Once Anivia gets level 6, it's
I'll
a
be
lot
honest here, I
harder
can't
to
see it, but
outshove.
does Echo have Ignite or TP?
Echo has
Looks like he's got
Ignite.
Yeah. And for some
Intrigue.
reason, this client, whenever you are sitting in the lobby, it just cuts
Mhm.
off those summoner spells. It's not
Yeah,
anything to
that's
do with the
why.
stream. That's the client. So, fortunately,
So
we can glean
RIP.
some information from just the quarter portraits that we've got.
Yeah, so before we go into this game, I just want to say RIP my promise to Mystery Skin, anybody who picks Zoe. I'm
Hey
sad.
man, if you put that up on Sunday, I got you. Chloe Jungle, here we
Yeah,
go.
okay. Deal.
You know,
If
one
you do
thing
it-
I will say, having played against Cvan's Diana, is it is good. Cvan is a great Diana player. So,
I'm surprised they got through, to be honest.
Yeah.
But why would they expect it? Like,
Right? Why
Good
would you
to see,
expect
man.
who? You never expect the Diana bot lane.
I don't care. No, on my team, if we ever go get them, we are permanently banning Diana. I don't care what role he's playing it in.
but
If he's
now
support,
you've
I don't
seen
care.
But now you've seen it, so now you know. Like,
I already
of
knew
course
this
they're gonna
was already was my plan.
know. Oh my gosh, you're boosted.
Dude,
Dude, no.
it's like you ban Cho against Ali, you ban Echo against Lugo, and you ban Diana against Chris.
Oh, wait, but the Cho'Gath is a ban against me.
No.
Likewise, I got it double banned in my game as a sub. Felt real bad.
Dude, I like Cho'Gath. Fun fact, I like Cho'Gath. In case you didn't know.
It turns out 900 true damage is a lot.
Right?
What are you talking about?
900.
More health.
900.
More
That's just mid game.
900, talk like 1500, dude.
Yeah.
Jesus. 13 stack Cho'Gath to Stoneplate.
So wait, which team comp do
13,000
you guys?
health.
Which team comp do you guys like more?
If I'm turning off the nameplates and I'm just looking at the champions alone, I like Rift's team count better. Same thing. For some of the reasons that we talked about, you got the Maokai into the Yorick, and that's why it proved he can handle the Yorick. He can, stay alive, and he can get to team fights. I think Ezreal and Jarvan are equal. I think those champions are equivalent on this patch. Honestly, I think Jarvan is better even, but Ezreal has more potential to snowball.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are pausing.
We are
Got it.
paused.
Hell yeah!
That is the biggest block I think I've ever had.
I remember my pause the first time. I just put meme and just like unpause it right away. That was a great pause.
I remember one pause when we were on Gremlin by the Timo. We just started listening to the Guacamole song the whole time.
Oh my god, we did. Freaking Greg and his guacamole song.
So it looks like their support summoner 2805 is having some technical difficulties according to chat. So we might be waiting a couple minutes while he resets his router. Been there. Router issues not too fun.
You're playing Braum. You don't need voice chat.
I'll be honest here. If I was Zarek, I would actually go top.
Well, you have to gank top. You have the Yorick. You have to.
I would just stay top side until Diana gets 6, or at least level 5, close to 6.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's not going to be able to follow up on many of your engages.
If Fudgy Ditters is watching this and he hears me say, "Well, of course the jungler's going to just stay top," he's going to be so tilted because he always tells me to gank bot and I never do.
Wait, same here though.
But you know what? Now that we're
Looks like
talking
I
about
did
this top
last.
lane matchup again, we do have a rematch between Dr. Volleymundo and Dosbite with the
Yeah.
Maokai and the York. So, and we saw in the last game that the junglers played a big role in those top lanes. So, I mean, my question to you guys is, what do you think that we're going to have with this Ezreal jungle, this Jarvan jungle? You think they're going to prioritize top again, or you think they're going to prioritize that Diana, Janna bot lane and try to either swing it one way or the other?
It's a very interesting thing because you say that your junglers had an impact, but honestly, the 2v2s went so many different ways. Like it was never like one top laner snowballed over the other one because of the gank. It was still kind of even in lane, which I guess favors Maokai a little bit. But then like you saw Dr. Volleymundo and Jauntis, I guess, Juan Dick, whatever the fuck.
It's Jauntis.
No, I don't believe you. We saw them still winning some of the 2v2s, so it's not like one fight went one team's way and then they just smashed the 2v2 forever. Like, it was still competitive in every 2v2 fight. But, with that being said, I think Zorak needs to put his pressure early. His level 3 gank needs to be top lane to really get Mundo rolling, because I don't think Menbong's first gank is going to be top. I don't think he's going to be there. I think his priority is actually going to be bot lane. It's going to be tough because it's going to be hard for Lucian not to just shove. But if they can get a Lucian Braum freeze on Seaman and Panda, I think that opens up Menbong for a potential gank. And he's got the CC there, he's got the damage there from himself and from Jirachi on the Lucian, which their Lucian is not to be messed with. It's good, it's clean.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it would appear that both teams are now ready. We're going to be unpausing in just a moment, and then I will do a glorious intro. Any second now. It's going to happen. We're just staring at a clock here, people.
Fun fact.
You know what? While we wait, I'm curious. Let's talk for just a moment about this Ezreal jungle, because I mean, his biggest chance to get early kills, I think, is with Dosbite, right? He's got that point and click snare. Unpausing. All right, hold that thought. We'll talk about it in a moment. We'll talk about it in a moment, but we are back, ladies and gentlemen, here. Game 2 of the Find Me Awful League of Legends Championship Series. G5 versus RIP. RIP with the first win in the game. G5 looking for some revenge.
And I would be very shocked to see really anything coming from level 1. The only real... I mean, they do have Braum Q on the side of Rip. The only real potential for that is if Maokai starts W, which just feels awful at level 1 in lane. And the same thing for the side of... I forget their team name.
Ooh, invade on both sides. Oh, no, on just blue.
It's not invade. It looks like it's just a 4-man stack. Oh no, it's not a 4-man stack. It's a 4v2 bot lane, and it's a 3-man top. Interesting pivot. Maybe looking to shut down the...
Oh, do it. Here
we go.
York face checks the bush. They're just gonna go. He flashes, tries to flash, but he fails the flash, and his face hurts really bad, and he dies. And the first blood goes over to Bukaku Poro, and that's huge for Nivea, in my opinion.
That's red buff to Ezreal. Easy. They're gonna look for another kill, maybe?
That's a flash. Holy moly.
Oh my god, that fail flash feels bad, man.
His face and his teeth. He's going to need some reconstructive surgery on his teeth, unfortunately.
Zorak, I think, here needs to go blue and then go take the red from Ezreal. Because he's going to get 3 buffs if he's not, and that feels really bad on the Jarvan. Yeah, you still have your blue buff, but you really want that red buff for these ganks. So that's going to be really tricky, and it was a huge, nobody would have expected the 3-man stack there, so really good variation on their level 1s there by Riv.
Yeah, I don't know what Berg5 was doing. They were just was it 4-man stack bot lane?
Yeah, it was a 4-man stack bot. I think they were expecting a potential cheese. Because Braum Maokai, if you take W level 1, is still pretty strong.
But usually if you want to do
wait,
lineup...
We've got a wraparound gank level 2 here from Menbong. Oh, this is brilliant.
Menbong's coming in, and we got Dr. Volleymundo senses the gank. Dosbite kind of gave it away there, I think, by going super aggressive, and he just backs off casually.
Unfortunately,
that tri-bush, and now he's safe.
Yeah, unfortunately, he is still just a level 1 Maokai with Sapling. Sapling's not going to do that much level 1 in that situation. So a little unfortunate timing, but smart on Dr. Volleymundo to back off, respect it. No, he has no flash, no cage, because he's still level 1. Smart.
I'm surprised Zorak didn't go to the red.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think especially when that gank was tried top lane, that's Zorak's cue to go take the buff. It looks like he might be doing that now, but
He's
he's
getting
really
risky
low.
now.
He's really low. He does have level 3 and he does have smite soon. He's just gonna actually take a scuttle crab, gain some health back. It means he is gonna end up getting 3 buffs on his first clear, which does feel really bad, especially into an Ezreal, into a carry jungle like that. Something that with a little bit of a lead, come level 5, level 6, could just randomly show up at your blue buff on its next spawn and really try and take that from you and really start to snowball from the jungle. So good. I don't want to call it cheese, but a really good level 1. I'm not sure if they practice that out at all, but that's if I had to give one big hint of advice to any teams in this league of things to work on that can really get you some wins in matches up that maybe you're wondering how you're gonna win. Some good level 1 prep can be that.
Well, get ready in the jungle, putting wards down.
Unfortunately, there's nothing to find here other than
he got
Messi.
stunned in the mid lane. Oh, the damage!
What?
Amazing outplay. Oh my god.
Julio.
I think they're just poking each other down just a little bit.
We do have a potential wraparound here from Zorak, but he is half health, and he's going to be spotted out by that blink. It's a matter of does he sees it in time to respond, and he is. He's going to back off.
Don't flash. Please don't flash.
He's just gonna keep going in, but I think this Maokai is really just gonna go. He doesn't have a whole lot of mana. The York Wall comes out though. That's big. And there's the flash now from the Maokai, forcing the flash out. That's pretty good.
Can we check our times? Because I think you're a little bit behind.
I'm at 16, 17.
18, 19, 20.
Jeez.
Robert, what are you at?
Oh
22.
my god. So behind. Well, that's tough. Alright,
Just
I'm
keep-
caught back
keep,
up.
like-
I'm caught back up. Mashing
Yeah,
force,
just-
that's what I'm doing.
What are you at?
Just
Yeah.
keep speeding up as you go. Like every 30 seconds, just hit the speed up button.
Yep.
That'll help you out.
Welcome back.
That's
Every
why you might be in
time
danger
you
here.
Check the map. Just do it.
Spike gets caught
I think-
once again. And Dr. Volume Hero, all both games on this, just crushing them. And it's happening.
Oh wait,
Yep,
we got kills
gotta
bot
kill
lane.
bot lane. We got to kill bot lane. That's right. And you know, they're behind, and that's something that we had talked about earlier. I think if they fall behind, it's going to be a tough lane for them.
Absolutely. It's gonna delay Cvan's level 6 even harder.
Wait, there is already a 1,000 gold lead on blue side 5 minutes in.
Perform your right.
Dang. That's actually huge. Most of that coming from the kills, because the CS across the board is generally pretty even.
Yeah, because there was that 400 gold from the first blood.
I'm not
That-
sure if Jarvan took like lane CS from Dr. Volimundo, but he is surprisingly actually up on CS against Menbung, even though Menbung was able to get the 3 buff.
Yeah, because right now Anivia has the most gold out of all the players. Anivia
Well,
and Lucian.
Well, Nivea got first blood, so that makes sense.
Lucian got killed just now. Yeah, they're both ahead.
We got an engage happening over here. They're gonna they're gonna stun up the Janya with the Braum passive, but they're just trading. Actually, they're not really looking to engage on that. But yeah, this bot lane is it's gonna be a tough one for Cvan, but he is a Diana main, so we'll see as the game progresses.
I mean, he's practically a Diana one
We
trick.
got a double gank coming in happening. Jarvan is gonna come in for the Tribush. He's decided nope, he's not gonna do that anymore. Menbung also coming in, getting spotted out by a ward, and we may have a face-off here. Jarvan engages on the Menbung. The Ezreal is just so weak. Pokes down with the Q, and they both walk away from each other, saying, "I don't know if either of us wants this."
Zorak doing a very good job, at like reclaiming his realm in the jungle here against Menbung, who had a really good first year and a really good first first few levels. And really, right now, Zorak has the pressure, especially from that trade. That
I
shows
wonder
us
how
that
fun this mid lane is for them.
probably pretty boring. Not gonna lie. It's similar to the Anivia Malzahar, where it's really tough to make anything happen other than wave clear.
I'm surprised I'm surprised I haven't been in gank mid since you have the echo with Ignite. Ignite usually means you want to get that lane ahead, get that lane
Yeah.
kills.
If this is the way the lane was gonna play out, if that's just the lane that the lane was gonna play out for It's a Bison, I really probably would have rather him take a TP to be able to match up pressure, because he still hasn't had a chance to back, and if he backs now, he loses a lot of pressure. So if he has that TP, he can back now. He could back now and ult back in the lane, which I'm not completely opposed to.
Oh,
We got a
gank
gank
bot.
coming in. Jarvan's coming in behind. Braum spots him out, cues him up. We got a teleport coming in from top lane. Maokai coming in. Jarvan is just so low. Sirach is gonna retreat. Das Bite comes in with the ult, but the ult is just so slow. Those vines creeping forward, and
They're gonna reach.
nothing actually comes from the gank, and we actually wind up with a wasted teleport from Das Bite, so that could come back to bite them a little bit.
I think one, that TP probably should have been canceled. That's tough to communicate sometimes. Two, there was a ward in the second push that he probably should have just TP'd onto instead. That's a lot of gap close. That's just free, just doing a different placement on your TP, or even just TP into one of the minions. Like, I think it would have been a better location, or even that ward was just placed. So never mind, not the ward just outside river. Or just in river, just above bot lane. But I think there were better wards for Dosspike to choose the TP2 if that was the case.
The stream is skipping again.
Yeah, well, that happens. Holy lag, thank you. Appreciate it.
There you
They'll
go.
get over. It doesn't feel too bad because for Dosspike, he'll still be able to catch his way to the tower.
I got you, fam.
But the only thing it does mean now is that Dr. Volimundo does have TP advantage. We'll see how he can use that, how he can take that advantage and play with it. And if he can make something happen as a result of it. It looks like the play might be coming to top lane, but Menbung is spotted out by a pink ward, so it's going to make it tough to make a gank happen. Zerak getting
We
the
are
base
also
off.
approaching the 10-minute mark, which is usually when teams try and get that dragon, like between 10 and 12 minutes.
And we do now have one of the most important marks in this game, on top of the 10-minute mark, which is Diana's now level 6, and this lane's environment changes completely.
We have a fight happening in top lane. Dr. Volimundo, a fight is a strong word. A fight is a strong word, but you know, but my overarching point with that is that Dr. Volimundo, I mean, you could tell he's a Yorick player. He is not afraid to go aggressive on this Maokai with his Yorick.
Well, that's what he's supposed to do, because Yorick does have kill pressure against Maokai if he can make it happen. And here it is, here's the going. Is it gonna happen?
You're skipping again in stream.
I know. If you guys want to, catch from Twitch stream, that way
We gotta play bot lane. Nice
Yeah,
flash
oh.
by Jiraj.
we do have a play button. I don't know why we're getting so many skips. I closed many programs.
Because custom games are. Oh, it's
And
even
we
showing
have
why.
an ignite coming down. C-Van gets his ult and just goes right in on the Ezreal with the ignite and gets the kill. Or with the Ezreal, the Lucy.
A really good flash by Jirachi to dodge the damage from the Cataclysm, which, by the way, I was told by somebody, I think it was by Fudgy Ditters himself, that as I'm casting, I should mess up ability names just to troll, and he told me to call Cataclysm, I forget, Catacomb or something. He told me to call it something really dumb, so I didn't, but I'm giving you a shout out still, guy. But
Frostbite engages in once again on the Yorick, but he has no mana, so there's no way for him to follow up. In fact, he's going to just get totally poked out of this lane here. Actually calling for assistance from his jungler via pings.
Assistance!
Oh, the Ghouls
wait.
jump in on him.
oh, he's so close to dead.
And he's gonna have to walk out of this lane, and that's gonna be almost a free tower. So yeah, if you guys could, cast from the stream, maybe that would help us so that we're not.
It's too far behind, I think, because of the spectator difference.
That's true. That's a good point.
Actually, it's not too far behind on the stream, but
It's like 20 seconds behind.
it's okay. It's okay.
We're making it work. Sorry about that,
Yeah.
guys. We'll just.
I think what we're seeing actually here is something really smart, and it's gonna be they're gonna lane swap. They're gonna lane swap the Maokai into the mid lane and the Anivia into the top lane. And I think that makes some sense because really, if you have the Maokai, oh no, they're not. I thought that would have made some sense though because the Anivia would have a better.
Fight wanted that.
I think Dustbite would have wanted that. We got a play here going on a mid lane. Nice.
He dashes into the stun. In fact, he does not have ult.
Yeah, he does.
Coming in from Ezreal, and they're gonna just walk out of that though, unfortunately.
That was one of those situations where Bison still had ult, so it's really tough to get that kill. But it was a phenomenal play there by Bukaki for predicting the dash. Well played. I guess my point was
going Zonia's first?
probably with the Phoenix Codex and the 2 cloth armor. I'm surprised.
Okay.
Oh, this might be a kill.
Yep, that's it. Sorry, I've been trying to.
And by might, I mean it's definitely a kill.
Definitely a kill. So you know what though, Dr. Volimundo's confident aggression throughout most of this match so far actually came back to bite him in the butt because he is pushing forward with no vision on the map and then with little vision on the map and then gets ganked and
The only thing
Panda laughed. Kill him.
he does have it going from though he's still up in gold on Dotspite, so it doesn't alter the 1v1 anymore. It just helps to solidify Dotspite on surviving. It is going to be another red buff steal for Medbong.
I don't think Jarvan has seen his red buff this entire game.
I think that was the third spawn of it. So he's
Yeah.
seen one.
'Cause I know Ezra took the second one too.
Oh, did he? I missed that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that feels so bad. It's rough. It's still probably gonna skip that.
Oh no. Okay.
Baron Asher? You said Baron. It's 13 minutes into the game. They can't take Baron. But now we're seeing what a difference it makes having level 6 on the Diana.
And no one
This
has
lane
taken
immediately has all the pressure. It's a Cloud Drake. He literally has no mana now. He had like 8 mana. Well, and that's the trouble, and that's why I think the level 1 play was fine, but that's why I think that, Menbung really should spend more of his time bot lane. Because as much as you camp top lane, it's still going to be York and Maokai. You still have the same situation where you just need Maokai to not die and keep the tower up and show up at team fights. But right now your bot lane is in extreme danger. Oh, rip! The flash W, but he couldn't target the York because the York had gotten into a bush. Feels bad, man. But it should be still Rift Herald over to the side of Rip. Although there's a contest coming. There's low mana on the Maokai. Double buffs on the Ezreal, which is pretty strong.
Don't be a... Go. Oh, that is so split.
Rift Herald. The smite. So much Anivia damage.
They could go mid afterwards. They should go mid.
Yep. Really nice mechanical play there by Zorak. He's pulling off the EQ flash, the flag and drag flash combo. It's a deceptively tough combo to hit on Jarvan. It's really easy to mess that up, and he did it pretty much flawlessly there to kill Bukaki Pora. So nice champion mechanics there by Zorak, showing off a little bit about why Sivan prioritized Zorak as a jungler. I think he got him in the second round of the draft. So.
I don't agree with taking the top tower. I think they should have taken the mid tower. That's one of the harder towers to take, and that also would have left top tower up, which would have left Volimundo and Maokai be stuck on the top lane to still fighting.
Honestly, that's where they were though, and that's where they had the priority on it. So I'm
no, they already had a wave at mid tower. They could have gone.
Maybe you could make an argument that Zorak should have gone mid to take it with It's a Bison and Mundo take top lane.
I'm just saying they should have kept top lane alive.
Menbung is here, bot lane, looking for an engage. Nothing's gonna happen. Okay. Glad I talked about it.
Because now see Maokai can just wait till the wave gets to the second tower before he's going to answer.
Yeah, but they do have 2 top here. On to Dotspite with no flash. Looks like Jarvan's just prioritizing his Scruggs instead of looking for a gank. That probably could have been an opportunity, knowing there was no flash on the Maokai, to pick another kill and really set up some split push for Dr. Volimundo. And we're going to have a play coming in, but it currently is just a wet noodle fight, and Maokai's winning it right now.
Oh, those baby tree things.
So kind of just stalling the game out along all sides. Sure, we had first brick go over to the side of, I can never remember the name, Gurg5. And bot lane tower, bot lane and mid are both in danger of falling.
They're just coming down bot right now too.
Yeah. So with the Dr. Volimundo pressure on the York in the top lane, maybe it'll open up. Oh my gosh, this is a huge all-in, and we totally missed it. Volimundo chasing all the way down the lane. That's part of why you want that lane open. And part of the counter argument to what you said, because having that lane open allows Dr. Limited to really chase down the entire lane, especially with the Triforce getting the Rage proc from Phage to be able to just chase and chase and chase and chase. It makes it a lot harder for Maokai to get away, because he can't just hide under his tower. So there is a really good advantage to that, to having Dr. Window in that long lane on his own, and with enough pressure in the other 2 lanes that it's hard for the rest of the team to join and to group
I
with.
don't know, because now I still believe they should have gotten the tower, but whatever. That was like 3 minutes ago. It doesn't matter at this point.
I think the solo kill disproves that entirely, because now Dr. Lulu can roam mid, and guess what? Now the mid lane tower is free.
Yeah, but then but the top tower was still up, then Maokai would have to choose between TPing back top to protect the tower or to just let it fall.
You would just let it fall.
Which then you would just get 2 towers instead of having the 1 top tower and mid still just low health, sitting there, blocking the...
I don't know. I think Dr. Lulu proved to us why they prioritized the top tower with that play. And I think you're going to keep seeing that happen. Because that fight is now heavily extended without... He is heavily extended now without flash still.
Oh man, they just dive in, Jarvan deleting the Lucian. Coming right out of the bush, Braum getting the ignite. The final Q coming in
that's
from
gonna kill
C-Van, and that's it for Braum. Incredible play from C-Van. And that just shows he knows Diana, and they're actually going ham on this York on top. Echo's coming in to help his homie out. They've got 3 men top trying to protect this tower. They've got a Rift Arrow barreling down on it. They're gonna try to take
this is still just a tower
the
trade.
dive comes in on Yorick. Yep, he's gone.
What is stay? What the...
Okay, it's not still just a tower trade, because Dr. Lulu decided to stay. A little optimistic there. It is going to give Cloud Drake over as well to the side of Gurk 5. So,
Thank you, C-Van. Thank you.
So Rip has decided to just kind of sack bot lane, look for the play top lane with Rip Arrow. They get the tower and a kill out of it, but they don't really get an advantage out of it, because they still lose the tower. They're going to lose tier 1 mid, so they wind up trading down on towers and getting the dragon for a kill and a tower, which
Hey, man.
they get
got
the gold in
solo
their pocket. They didn't get the solo kill though.
It's worth it.
It's a Bison going in on nice stun there from Bukaki 4 to make it null and void. And it's going to be nothing
Diana
happening
dives
again.
in once again, but she uses the blast cone to separate herself from the Anivia, saying, I think we're done now.
Oh, Anivia MR, what?
I don't think that was a purposeful blast cone. I think C-Van accidentally auto-attacked the blast cone instead of auto-attacking the Anivia. Not gonna lie.
Doubting C-Van's mechanics. We'll see. We'll have to
Always.
ask him after the
Always. No, I don't know, and it might have been, but I just don't think there was that much danger for the Diana. And he canceled an auto attack actually like right at the start of it. So I think it was him trying to auto attack the Anivia and then just misclicking. Worked out okay still, but if you are Rip right now, what do we think is your way in? What do you think is your way in? Because you're down in gold, you're down in pressure, you have no outer towers left. Sure, you got top lane tier 1, but Gurg 5 has literally all the map pressure right now. You're the team with wave clear. Like, you should have the map pressure.
Ball trying to get in on DOSBite once again, but DOSBite ulting and then flashing out using his ult to escape. Well played from him, but he's going to get out. But you're right. You're absolutely right that RIP just doesn't seem like they have a heavy in. If you're asking me, I would say bring the Maokai up. If you have to give him a tower, sure, but get a pick on something. You need to get, a pick on a high priority target.
Yeah, I agree with Joystick here.
They do have the pick
Team Rip really has no disengage besides the Maokai, but that's not going to stop the Diana and Jarvan from blowing up your backline.
Right. The only thing that would stop it is killing them first. And Jarvan...
Or Janna, they had it again. But it's on the Gurg.
Well, they didn't have Janna last game. Panda had the Janna last game.
Oh, really? I thought, my bad.
Okay, we have a big fight coming out. Anivia throws the Q out, gets in and onto Jarvan. They dive in. Diana dives in right onto Mengbung like we talked about earlier. Yorick coming in. Now they're just trying to retreat. They decide they do not want this fight, but they're going to kite it out. Maokai finally getting into the fight. Getting it on the Yorick. Jarvan dives in the back, deletes 2 members of RIP. And they're going to try to disengage this fight because they just lost it. Oh, man. And like, G5 getting out low.
Like, right before that all started, I was trying to say, like, what the condition is when a fight. And the condition to win the fight is you have to pop Sivan and Jarvan before they can pop your carries. And that fight right there just shows how hard that is with the pseudo tankiness that those two champions have, both with their own shields in their kit, the Janna shields that are coming out and the Janna heals that are coming out.
Massive.
Not to mention the fact that Sivan's got Zhonya's. And while they had the original pick there, Jarvan was able to flag and drag away. Sivan had Zhonya's to be able to stall time. And they were able to just bide enough time to where then the peel abilities, the Braum ult, the Maokai ult had already been burned, the Anivia stun, all those peel type abilities were used, and then they had free access to the backline. So I think that team fight is a sign of what this game is going to be from here on out. And it's going to require some really massive outplays from the side of Rip to be able to win these fights.
And it looks like we're getting that split push, and this is exactly what they wanted to happen in the first game, to get that Yorick ahead. So
Absolutely.
Get out there and split push, and the rest of the team can just fight without him, and then bring him in for those big team fights, those big pushes when they're trying to take a tower or dive.
And Dr. Mundo lived for so long in that fight. That was ridiculous. Janna's a dumb champion, let me just say. Because those Janna shields are humongous right now, and that's what saved Dr. Mundo's life.
Labyrinth commenting on the Jarvan play. Yeah, Jarvan dives into the backline in that last fight and just deletes 2 members. R.I.P.
Yeah,
a
and
wet noodle fight happening in top lane. It's really intense.
Actually, it's not so
It's
much a
kind
wet
of
noodle
intense.
fight.
Yeah.
Like, Mundo does smash this lane right now. Not Mundo, Dr. Mundo on the York. That keeps happening to me. And yeah, I have to give mad props to Zerak. His early game was royally boned by that level 1 from Rip. It led to Fresh Blood going over to the mid laner and losing
and then
all of the, and getting 3 buffed, and then losing his first 3 red buffs. And yet he still put up a 502 scoreline so far, and is a huge part of why Gerg5 is in the lead right now. So good props to him for being able to play Jarvan from behind. It's not an easy situation to do. That, not just death push, that is a freaking death push. You got Echo and Diana, 2 champs you do not want to face check.
Fatality. Finish.
I think there's
See the maiden. She comes for you.
well, and you were 100% right. This is what they were looking for the first game. Maokai cannot leave this lane now, and he really can't, because Dr. Mundo is really in a place where he can split push all game because his team's winning. That's the thing about split pushes. If your team's behind, it's so hard to play it.
What's going on?
Oh. A triple kill for It's a Bison.
Can someone say Duck Bush? Ezreal steal. Ezreal steal. I believe.
Red team has slain the dragon.
Isles remember.
Wait.
Ooh.
Oh, bye.
That was so close, dude.
Destroyed.
The fact it is, and it's a blue buff for Yorick. I don't know. It's a Baron call. I like that. Oh, maybe. I'm not sure. This is. They've done what they had to do with this double assassin comp with Snowball, but I will say it does make taking Baron tough. You don't really have a consistent source of AD. Sure, you got Jarvan, but he doesn't really have any crit or attack speed. He has his E, which gives him some attack speed, but it's not like you have like a Jinx pounding down on that Baron. Menbong might be caught out here at the blue buff. Nope, it's just going to be free blue buff for Diana. Gee. That is great. Well, they lost their lane pre-6, and then he hit pre-6, and guess what happened? He went lane.
slain Baron Nashor.
And now if you're G5, you just rinse and repeat. Do the same thing you've been doing all game. Let York do his let York do his thing. He is still an Ezreal. And he does still have flash. Oh, that damage. Ball of death. I like it.
Diana. That Lucian does no damage. What?
Jirachi had to go the Hexdrinker, and I don't disagree with that. But I don't know if I would have upgraded to the full Maw this early. I probably would have went into the Maw and then go into your crit item. Especially if you're going to Essence Reaver, you really want to get that Zeal item as fast as you can, even if it's just Zeal and you sit on it. But the Essence Reaver doesn't really pay that many dividends as your standalone crit item. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't ADC. I jungle.
Okay. Well, Essence Reaver alone doesn't feel as good as Essence Reaver with Static Shiv or Fan Bits or something. So I'm surprised that Jirachi has upgraded the full Maw this early in the game.
In their jungle, so they're just trying to play safe and farm right now. They're one saving grace if they can survive this 10,000 gold lead that they're underneath right now. Is that they have 280 carries versus none on the other team. But you've got a fed Echo, you've got a fed Diana just diving in on them, pretty much making them irrelevant, and no magic resist on the Ezreal, who's just getting blown up fight after fight.
And they do have the Anivia, which gives that wave clear, and they've managed to really stall out this Baron power play. I'm not sure how long is left on Baron. It's over halfway done and no towers have fallen.
That's about a minute and 45 seconds left.
But it's over halfway done. They managed to wave clear, sustain. If they have to give up a tier 2 along the way, it's really okay. It's not the end of the world. But they're going to even be able to hold mid. Diana's going to end up taking bot lane tier 2. But you really don't care about that tower at this point in the game. You want to just be able to hold the base.
I mean,
not allow any hip towers.
One
Gold is gold, I get
Maokai
that.
just getting
But
trapped in this arena with Volimundo. He says, please stop. He's just trying to run away, but he's got no tower to retreat to for a little while, and Volimundo shoves him out, bringing in the Baron minions, and he's just going to keep pushing.
engage mid lane.
Oh, we missed it.
There, and that's the play that York 5 needed to make. They needed to kill the Anivia. It's just like the last game. Into the Anivia, if you can get to that Anivia and kill it, as squishy as that champion can be, even with this fairly health-reliant build, there goes the wave clear.
It's like you said, blink and you miss it. Anivia just gets defeated.
You're right. And that's why almost like I say you don't care
down.
about...
Braum getting killed. Diana diving in with that. Redemption coming down, timed. Oh my goodness, the Diana does eventually fall from the Zhonya's, but it doesn't matter. The rest of the team's ready to clean it up. Actually, we do have Janna falling as well, but they don't even care. They're going to keep going. They've got Anivia down for another 6 seconds. Lucian down. Braum down. They've got almost no damage. Ezreal's behind it. They're going to hit the Nexus, and G5 is going to take... G5 is going to take game 2 of the series, bringing it to 1-1, a fairly even game. Both games looking similar. Interesting choices here made from both teams, especially in that second
Very
game.
interesting by one team.
So we are going to have the 1-1 split, which means both teams are going to get 1 point to add to their playoff points.
Didn't both teams also have 0 points?
Correct.
Oh,
So
just
both
on the
teams now
board.
sitting at 1 point.
Whoa!
So congrats to that. I'm going to put up the MVP poll here in a hot second. Just trying to make sure I don't screw it up this time, like a nub. Quick thoughts from you guys. MVPs for that game. What are we thinking?
It's tough.
I understand.
Yeah.
I think they played really well as a team, especially G5. I mean,
Yeah, I don't think anyone really stood out. Everyone just played really well in the game.
You know what though? I'm gonna if I had to choose, I would, and maybe I'm biased, but I might give it over to Sivan. Playing, it's almost like when you honor somebody at the end of a game, tilt proof, right? He's behind in the early game, but he knows that once he gets that ult, he's gonna be able to dive in and just start deleting people. And the Diana often was the one leading the charge on those dives onto the carry. So I'm gonna give it to Sivan.
I am going to counter that argument and give it to Zorak. I think
That's my second. I agree with that.
while he didn't necessarily impact all the lanes, because I don't think he ganked the top once that game, he got 3 buffed due to a level 1 cheese invade gank, and still ended the game. I don't remember what his stats were, but he ended the game 5-0-9. On a Jarvan that got put behind in the early game, he managed to salvage it really well and still do everything that he had to do to get the W. And I think he was a huge part in getting the Diana ahead, because he came bot, ganked, and then blew Jarvan's flash, which allowed Cvan to get the kill, which started that snowball. And I attribute a lot of that to Zrock on the Jarvan. Great play, solid map movements. That's, in my opinion, that's what I'm thinking. But what about you, Julio?
Your opinion is wrong.
Oh
Just kidding.
snap!
It couldn't be further
I mean-
from the truth.
I mean, like I said, I think the team just played really well. Like, if I were to pick out any particular player, I would probably say, oh, this is so hard. I don't even know. Like, I want to put it on the York, but also I want to put it on the Echo. Mostly because the Echo, unfortunately, was stuck in a snooze fest. And I know, as being a previous laner, being in a snooze fest when you want to go all in with Ignite is like the worst thing ever. But also, York did play cautiously at level 1, knowing that Ezreal did
You
take the
could
red
say
buff.
he played cautiously level 1, but he
Because
Level
he was going to his lane. Then he remembered that Ezreal took the red buff, so he was probably going to come in and get a gank top lane at level 2, which could then kill York again.
literally
York did flash, so he was that summoner.
literally all of that would have been avoided had he not face checked 3 people. That's all I'll say.
I mean, either that or he wouldn't know if Ezreal evaded his red buff and then would have gotten killed, and again still use both his summoners. So
Well, okay. I mean, I can't hate you for your opinion. So
I'm gonna hit
here's
you
what
for
I'm
your
gonna do.
opinion.
I'm gonna
For my
give you
opinion.
guys another 2 minutes on my time, which is gonna make it to 12:55 to get your. Nah, let's make it 1 minute. 12:54. If it happens like right now, I'll give some leeway. But get your last player of the game votes in. Right, meow. Do it. And then we will decide otherwise. A reminder that Bukaki Poro was the MVP from game 1. So we will be catching up with him in the player of the game interview, along with whoever ends up winning MVP from this game. So my fellow casters, be thinking of questions for the duo of them, even though you don't know the second person yet. That's fine. And it looks like it is going to be Cvan for Xanaplay, as much as that pains me.
Damage equals MVP. Woo!
Did he deal most damage, though?
I don't know. I was just joking around. I don't know, dude.
Wait, when did I say reclaiming my time?
You said a minute.
That's I must have like mumbled. I didn't say reclaiming my time. I said like buy my time. It is going to be Cvan on the MVP. So
Yeah,
let's
there was no
hop
reclaiming. All right, there's no reclaiming, Adam. You need to go.
up. Adam, just because you're the PMA LCS and LOL, whatever it is, mod thing, doesn't mean you get to do shit like that. Cool. Call it out.
Yeah, we
So
put
good.
Adam in his place. You know, he gets a little uppity sometimes.
So let's hop up to the player of the game interview, and I'll make sure Cvan and Bukaki Poro make their way in.
Bye.
And we'll get this underway.
All right, we're gonna take a quick 1 minute break here, guys, just so we can get set up for this interview. But thank you for tuning in. We just finished game 2 of the series between Gurg5 and Rich is Provoked. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back in just a minute here with the interview with our 2 MVPs of the game from 2 different teams, interestingly enough. We'll see you in a minute.